मैं भारत हूँ, भारत है मुझमें, मैं ताकत हूँ, ताकत है मुझमें.
நான் பாரதம் பாரதமென்னுள்ளே நான் சக்தியே சக்தியினுள்ளே.
मैं भारत हूँ, भारत है मुझमें, मैं ताकत हूँ, ताकत है मुझमें. मतदान मतदान देने जाएंगे भारत के लिए, भारत के लिए. मैं भारत हूँ, भारत है मुझमें, मैं ताकत हूँ, ताकत है मुझमें.
நான் பாரதம் பாரதமென்னுள்ளே நான் சக்தியே சக்தியினுள்ளே.
मैं भारत हूँ, भारत है मुझमें, मैं ताकत हूँ, ताकत है मुझमें. मतदान मतदान देने जाएंगे भारत के लिए, भारत के लिए. मैं भारत हूँ, भारत है मुझमें, मैं ताकत हूँ, ताकत है मुझमें.
நான் பாரதம் பாரதமென்னுள்ளே நான் சக்தியே சக்தியினுள்ளே.
मैं भारत हूँ.
A very good evening to all. I welcome you all to the press conference of the Election Commission of India here. We have with us the entire Honorable Commission, Honorable Chief Election Commissioner Shri Gnaesh Kumar ji, Honorable Commissioner Dr. Sukhbir Singh Sandhu ji, Honorable Election Commissioner Dr. Vivek Joshi ji, Senior Officers of the Election Commission of India, Senior DECs Shri Manish Garg, Shri Pawan Sharma ji, Deputy Election Commissioner Shri Sanjay Kumar ji, CO Pondicherry Shri Johar, and Mr. Tiwari, Director ECI. We'll start the proceedings by felicitation and a group photograph of the Commission with the BLOs. Thereafter, the BLOs have come here with a very beautiful sculpture for the Commission, and that will be presented to the Commission. So we can have a group photograph first. I think I'll request the Commission to be seated. Yeah, please, group photograph. Thank you. Now I'll request the BLOs to present these sculptures to the Honorable Commission. These sculptures have been designed by Padam Shri Mr. Munnu Swami, and the BLOs have made an effort to be here. Yeah, please. We also have with us the youth icon We also have with us the youth icon of sweep, Miss Merlin, who is an international roller skater. I'll request her to come here, and I'll request the Honorable Chief Election Commissioner to felicitate her. We have with us the first time voters who just turned 18 and they are going to vote for the first time. I'll request Gokul Krishnan to come up on the stage. I request CEC sir to kindly hand over the first voter I card to Mr. Gokul Krishnan. Anita. I'll request Vivek Joshi sir to kindly present the card to Anita. V. Yogesh. V. Yogesh. I'll request, he's not here. Okay, Anusha. Anusha, please come on the stage. I'll request Election Commissioner Dr. Sukhbir Singh Sandhuji to present the voter ID card to her. Sadhna. CC sir, kindly. Mithun. I'll request Election Commissioner Dr. Joshi sir to kindly hand over the card to Mithun. Divya Darshi. Divya Darshi. I'll request Sandhu sir to kindly hand over the card to her. And finally we have Vishal. Thank you. I'll request the BLOs to quietly move out. Thank you very much, all the BLOs who do all the hard work on the field. Friends from the media, as you are aware that the general elections to the Legislative Assembly of Puducherry are due soon, and during the course of the day, the Honorable Commission met all the political parties, senior officers of Puducherry government to review the preparation for the upcoming elections. Now I would request the Honorable Chief Election Commissioner, Shri Gnaesh Kumar sir, to kindly share about the proceedings of the day and the preparations of the general elections here. Sir.
Honorable Election Joshi, senior officers of the Commission, the foundation of democracy, that is our dynamic booth level officers, and my friends from the media, ladies and gentlemen. Annavarakkum vadakkam. Greetings to all. This is not my first visit to Pondicherry. This is a spiritual place. I have been able to visit 3 or 4 number of times, and every time I come here, it brings me much closer to spirituality than perhaps any other place in the country. Right from Kirur referendum till today, the elections in Puducherry have been transparent, free, fair and peaceful. We met the national and the state political parties and asked for their suggestions. Some of the suggestions are very good, and the Commission is going to consider them. We also had a detailed review of the district election officers, the enforcement agencies, and we also had a meeting with the Chief Secretary of the Union Territory of Puducherry and the Director General of Police. The Commission reviewed the preparedness for the elections, and before we move forward, a brief information would be shared with the media through the PowerPoint presentation. Puducherry has a total of 30 assembly seats, out of which 25 are general and 5 are reserved for scheduled caste category. One unanimous opinion of all the political parties who met us, they said that the special intensive revision in Puducherry has been a grand success. And all the kudos goes to our booth level officers, our assistant electoral registration officers, our electoral registration officers, and above all, the district election officers and the leader of the team, that is the Chief Electoral Officer of Puducherry. We should all give him a big hand. The objective of the special intensive revision is very clear. Pure electoral rolls are bedrock of any democracy. No eligible elector should be excluded, while no ineligible person should be included. With this objective, our team has worked hard in Puducherry and has been able to successfully implement the SIR. The overall voters in the final roll, which was published on 14th of February, it is 9,44,211, and I am very happy to tell you that the female electors in Puducherry outnumber the male electors. They are 5 lakh in numbers, whereas the male electors are just 4,43,000. We have 1,099 polling stations. Majority of them are urban, 610. The rural polling stations are 489. Unlike some other urban areas where the polling percentages have been low, the Puducherry urban voters, as was evident from the review, from the electoral machinery as well as the political party suggestions, we are hopeful that the urban voters in Puducherry are going to set a record in the coming assembly elections in the country. All polling booths will be webcasted. Average voter per polling station is 859, which is in line with Commission's objective that the voter should have a very comfortable experience at the polling station. There will be 60 women-managed polling stations and 30 model police stations. We have more than 6,000 very senior citizens who are above 85 plus years of age, and we have more than 54 electors who are more than 100 years of age. It's a tribute to Puducherry that our elders are also going to participate in these elections in a big way. The first-time voters are 23,000, and the electors between 20 to 29 years are nearly 1,87,000. The focus of the Commission has been to focus on the youth. There are dedicated assistant electoral registration officer. We gave them the epic cards, and certainly the second young generation, that is between 20 to 29 years, should all come out and vote in large numbers. For ease of voting for the senior citizens and our Divyang brothers and sisters, the polling stations will be on the ground floor. There will be proper ramps. There will be volunteers who will offer them wheelchair facility. They will have priority in voting. They will be put in a queue which will be separate for them. There will be seating arrangements. And whoever wants to avail these facilities in ECI Net, they can book these facilities. There will also be optional home voting facility for our electors who are more than 85 years of age, along with transport facility as and where and when necessary. Each polling station out of 1,099 shall have drinking water facilities, toilets, signages, ramps, help desks, voter facilitation centers, sufficient light and adequate shade. For the ease of voting, the Commission has recently taken more than 20 initiatives which are new and which are elector-centric. Few of them I will like to share with you, that if you go with your mobile just outside the polling station, you can deposit the mobile and after voting come out and take your mobile back. This is the first time we started the pilot in Bihar, and now it is going to be implemented in these elections, including Pondicherry. Many times the electors said it is very difficult to identify the candidate because of black and white photographs, which are many times very old. So this time the Commission has decided that there will be color photographs of the candidates so that the elector can easily select his choicest candidate. In line with the ease of voting for our electors, no booth will have more than 1,200 electors, and the candidates can put booth just outside 100 meters of the polling station, and the voter information slip shall be given to each elector like an invitation and request to please come and vote and participate in this festival of democracy in large numbers. During the conduct of elections, in line with the new initiatives taken by the Election Commission, on your mobile, you can download the ECI Net, which is an integrated application for more than 40 different applications which were evolved in past few decades. And with the touch of one button, you can get elector information, you can get candidate information, you can get the affidavits submitted by the candidates, you can get the percentage of voting in near to real time after every 2 hours, and you will also be able to see the results of the election. In order to enhance transparency to its maximum, all the 1,099 polling stations will have webcasting facilities, and the presiding officer will be uploading the voter turnout data after every 2 years, so that anybody, anywhere in the country, including Pondicherry, can know what is the polling percentage within last 2 hours. Our booth level officers who had worked very hard, they were giving an identity card so that when they reach an elector's home, the electors realize that he is the representative of the Election Commission. Since they were working very hard, Election Commission had also enhanced their remuneration for the BLOs, BLO supervisors, AEROs and EROs. ECI Net, as I just mentioned, will be having all facilities which any citizen would like to see with regards to elections, and this will take transparency to a very next level. During the counting, when the postal ballots come, the Commission has taken a new initiative that postal ballots counting should be finished before the last 2 rounds of the EVM. All details relating to elections are published. They are called as index cards, and they shall be published within 72 hours of the declaration of the poll results. So all the data what statutorily has to be shared with the public shall be available on your ECI net itself. And once the counting is over and a declaration of results take place, any candidate can also request rematching of the electronic voting machine with the VVPAT within 7 days. This measure has also been taken to enhance the confidence of the candidates in the political parties and the electors in general in the technology and technology solutions being used by the Election Commission of India. Next. As you would be aware, elections in India are one of the largest exercises on the planet. If we talk about Pondicherry, it is as good as the country of Estonia or Mauritius. The number of electors are roughly 10 lakhs in all these places. So though it's a small place, as people call it, but it is as good or as big by many other countries. In order to see that this exercise goes in a clockwork, in accordance with law, in accordance with the instructions of the Election Commission, the capacity building, the training becomes a very, very big work for the Commission. And as a result of which, extensive trainings have been provided to all categories of staffs at all levels. I must also share with you that Election Commission of India also runs an institute in Delhi, which is called as India International Institute for Democracy and Election Management, IIIDEM. And it is one of the biggest institute which imparts training to the electoral staff, not only in India, but across the world. Another initiative which Commission started was to invite the national and the state-recognized party by way of all-party meetings in all the assembly constituencies, and this process started in April 2005. And you will be happy to know that more than 4,719 such all-party meetings have taken place. More than 28,000 public representatives of these political parties have participated. Many suggestions had come from them, which were again analyzed at the district level, then the state level or UT level, and then at Election Commission level. Election Commission also directly invited these parties. We also had a national conference with all the legal councils, and the Commission got involved in direct training of the booth level officers. You will be very happy and proud to know that India now chairs the international idea for this year, that is 2026. We also held an international conference where more than 72 countries participated. International idea has nearly 36 countries. So the global footprint of Election Commission of India has got a big fillip this year, because the elections in India are, the entire world looks at them as one of the largest transparent logistic exercise on earth. This is a photograph of our international conference. We had review meetings, and just to repeat, elections are held as per the Constitution, law and ECI instructions. The officers have been told to enforce rule of law strictly, without fear or favor. The polling stations should have a festive look and have a welcoming experience for our electors. Chunav ka parv, Pondicherry ka garv. Next. Enforcement agencies को भी ये direction दी गई हैं that the inducement by way of cash or freebies or other means to the electors should be curbed, and no elector should be induced to vote for a particular political party. The day we announce the elections, the model code of conduct will come in force, and this shall be strictly implemented. The district election officers and SSPs have been given clear directions to act with complete impartiality, work as a service for voters' comfort, give attention to queue management, and see that the home voting facility for 85% plus voters, 85 years and more, and PWD voters becomes a good experience. The central observers will be coming here as our eyes and ears, and these details will be available to the public at large and to all the political parties and candidates. And the nodal officers have also been requested to monitor social media and respond swiftly to any fake news which has become a trend these days. With these little words, we have been able to present before you a panorama of the Pondicherry elections which are going to take place shortly.
Thank you, sir. Now we come to the question and answer session. The format of the Q&A session would be that we'll be taking questions in the groups of 5. And before you ask a question, kindly introduce yourself and give the name of your organization. And then the Honorable Chief Election Commissioner shall be answering the first group of 5 questions. Then we'll start with the next group. Please. Yes.
Your introductory remarks, you talked about the meetings you had with the political parties, and they had given some suggestions. If you could throw some light on that, and you have meetings with Chief Secretary and DGP, any specific requirements that they have made?
Next. Please. Madam, पीछे दीजिए.
Maharajan, Sun TV, what's level for SIR job in Kolkata? Any casing for election date?
Next question. Please.
N. Kuppan, Dinamani. My question is, in general, that population is increasing, but that voter list after SIR is decreasing. What is the formula of this?
Sir, Jnana Prakash, Hindu Tamil. Freebies ku neenga control பண்றேன்னு சொல்லிருக்கீங்க. ஆனா இப்போ ஏற்கனவே கொடுத்துட்டு இருக்காங்க. அது கண்ட்ரோல் பண்றதுக்கு நீங்க எதுவும் ஆக்ஷன் எடுக்க முடியுமா?
George, can you just
Can I request somebody to translate it?
So basically it's asking, already freebie distribution is going on, and what action would be taken to curb that?
So first set of 5 questions are in.
Bosco Dominic
Sir,
from
one.
Times of India.
5th question.
Okay.
Bosco Dominic from Times of India. What are the reforms have you proposed? We have a lot of restrictions with regard to registration of political parties and other thing. And about candidates, candidates with criminal cases sort of thing, is there any sort of reform in the process to prevent them from contesting polls?
So I'll attempt to answer the 5 questions.
We can take that in the next group of questions, sir.
We'll take second round. The Chief Secretary, the DGP and the political parties, we had detailed meetings. The political parties, by and large, suggested and facilitated the good work done by the booth level officers for SIR. They also suggested that in certain cases, Form 8 may be necessary if somebody wants to change a booth from one place to another place. So we told them that Form 8 procedure is available, and this can be done till 10 days before the last date of nomination. By and large, the Puducherry elections have been peaceful in the past. Central armed police forces are sent, of course, in much lesser numbers as compared to other states and union territories. And the enforcement agencies also gear up. With regards to the population, the last census was in 2011, and the next census is in the process of being held. Therefore, the exact numbers of the population increasing or at what rate it is increasing is something which is to be determined. As far as voter list is concerned, the process of preparing the voter list in India is one of the most transparent and based on field level verification by the elector signing his enumeration forms and booth level officer participating in the exercise. During the SIR of Puducherry, the list as it was on 27th October 2025, the BLOs found that many people who had shifted their residences, their name were included. And therefore, this cleanup resulted in the actual number of voters in the field through house-to-house survey. And the beauty of the SIR in Puducherry has been that after the final electoral rolls have been shared with all the political parties on 14th February, as per law, Section 24 of RP Act 1950, if anybody is aggrieved, he can file an appeal to the district election officer. And till date, from 14th February till today, there has been no appeal with the district election officer. And therefore, still a few more days have to go. And therefore, the electoral rolls which have been prepared by our booth level officers and the entire electoral machinery are containing all eligible electors and perhaps electors who were not eligible as per the law, their name has been removed. As far as reforms are concerned, for registration of political parties, as of now, Section 29 of RP Act 1951 gives freedom to any association of individuals to register themselves as a political party, and this is a very, very transparent laid down process. Candidates with criminal antecedents have to file an affidavit while they give a nomination, giving details of these cases. And as I was mentioning to you, in ECI Net, on your mobile, you can see the candidates constituency-wise and the affidavits and the antecedents which they have disclosed to the Election Commission. As far as election dates are concerned, we are reviewing the preparedness. We have visited Assam. We are today in Puducherry. Tomorrow, day after, we are in Tamil Nadu. And thereafter, we'll be visiting Kerala and West Bengal. And thereafter, the Commission will sit together and assess appropriate dates for the election.
Okay. Next question, please.
Manigandan,
I hope
Dinamalar.
English is fine because you want me to speak in Hindi. English is okay? Thank you.
Is it possible to move the nomination filing process to an online system?
Okay.
Nomination is online. Is it possible?
Next question, please.
Sir, one of the political parties
Can
given
you
a
introduce
requisition.
yourself? Excuse me, sir. Can you kindly introduce yourself?
Ilavabadan News 18. Sir, one of the political parties given a requisition that in Mahe election polling may be in with Kerala. Because Pondicherry is a 4 region, that's why they are requesting to polling in Mahe is to be with Kerala, they told. That's the requisition.
I am Devjani Datta from the New Indian Express.
I'm not able to hear you.
I am Devjani Datta from the New Indian Express.
Ji.
Well, every time we have an elections, every time there's an election, the Chief Election Commissioner addresses us. And the most important thing he says is we have taken measures to prevent inducement. But every election that I have covered over the years, I find that despite all these assurances, reforms, their inducement goes on and it is never stopped. And the result of this, which we are seeing here in Puducherry, is that candidates are selected on the basis of money power by political parties for the obvious reasons. What is the Election Commission has in plans to address this problem, particularly in this part of the country?
If we can add to that, like, normally in the last few elections, like, the inducement starts after the filing of nomination or something. But here, this year, we have been seeing this, distribution of gifts and other things much ahead of even the announcement of the elections. It started in almost a month ago. Is there any way to stop these things?
Sir, 25 years back, round table meeting, tomorrow Chennai, any idea?
Sir.
Nomination by any candidate can always be filled online, but a physical copy needs to reach the returning officer before the specified time and date. As far as elections to Mahe, Karaikal, Yanam, Puducherry and all other election going areas is concerned, the Commission will take all the factors into account and decide that which elections, which date should be held when and where. The suggestion has been noted. With regards to the roundtable conference involving the state election commissioners, who are also constitutional bodies, undertaking the supervision, direction and control of elections to all panchayats and municipalities in their respective states or union territories, was held after 27 years under the aegis of this commission. And the basic intention of this was to evolve better synergies for all the electoral processes, because in the end, the elector is the same. All of us are serving the electors of India, either for panchayat elections or municipal elections or assembly elections or parliament elections. And therefore, the technological advancements which Election Commission has been able to evolve, like ECI Net, how can it be utilized in a mutually agreed manner? How the electronic voting machines can be shared, how the electoral rolls can be shared, and how together the state election commissioners and the Election Commission of India work together in the interest of constitutional and national interest. This was a very good conference which concluded yesterday, and we have decided to meet again. All the issues which have to be resolved have been noted down, and timelines have been fixed. As far as inducement is concerned, as per law, the Election Commission steps in from the date of announcement of the elections. So as and when the Commission decides to announce the elections, let's say in Pondicherry, from that day till the conclusion of elections, that is normally 1 or 2 days after the counting, the Model Code of Conduct is in force. And as per the Representation of People Act 1951, all the staff who are involved in election work on deputation with the Election Commission, and they come under their supervision, direction, control and discipline. So as a result of which, from the Model Code of Conduct till the conclusion of elections, the inducements should not take place, and the entire election machinery, including officers from the revenue services, including officers from the civil services, including the police, and there are 32 such agencies, they work together in tandem and share information so that this menace is curbed. I would like to tell one more thing before concluding the press conference. I think questions have already come in. The country is proud of Pondicherry, the way its peaceful elections and highly participative, 81 to 82% electors participate in these elections. And therefore, the entire electoral staff and all the political parties have given us a commitment that this time, the ensuing assembly elections in Pondicherry are going to be a model for the entire country. Chunav ka parv, Pondicherry ka garv. Jai Bharat, Jai Hind.
Thank you, sir. Thank you all for joining us here today, and we look forward to your support during the elections. Thank you.